What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Emily and I'm a second year first grade teacher. You will probably see him popping in and out. But in today's video, I wanted to sit down with you guys and kind of prep my back to school night slides, or curriculum night, whatever your school calls it. We call it curriculum night or meet the teacher, but I wanted to prep those slides and get them ready to go because that is right around the corner. So I do have my slides already made from last school year, but there's a couple things that I wanted to add. And I will also show you guys the slide that I put up for supply drop off and make our good morning slides. And I'll show you guys my class rules. So we're going to be going over a lot of slideshows today. I make my slides on Canva, so I will show you guys how I do that. So one of the things I want to add to my curriculum night slides that I didn't have last year is how we celebrate class birthdays in the classroom, as well as like if there's a summer birthday or anything like that, and going over like bringing in treats but have to be allergy friendly, all of that fun stuff. And then I did want to add in a slide about getting involved in the classroom, talking about our mystery reader, being a room parent, take home projects, because there's always cutting and like out laminated things that need to be done. There's always something to cut out or put together, like stapling homework packets that can go home. And also if like you want to donate or help plan a class party, like there's so many different ways we can get involved. And those were the two things that I had a ton of emails about last year. And so I feel like if I just add it to my curriculum night slides, it might lessen the emails, but I will go through the slides with you before we start adding those things. These are what my back to school night slides look like. I just found this template on Canva. I love Canva. So then we'll go over our agenda, what that's gonna look like. And then I have an introduction slide for me and my aide. And then we going over our daily schedule in the classroom. This is just the second half of our day. I'll go over all the different curriculum and go a little bit in depth on each of those. There's our math curriculum. I talk about our phonemic awareness, and then science and SAVAS, and then I talk about what inquiry-based learning is, and then our religion curriculum. And so then we go over the syllabus and just any extra things. And then I pause here and give time for questions on those things. So then we'll go over homework and reading logs and Friday folders and what all that's gonna look like. Technology use in the classroom. We also talk about our class rules. I only go over the like big five, obviously all the procedures and stuff I don't need to bore the parents with. And then we talk about what happens if a child like chooses not to follow those rules. I go over the tiered system, logical consequences. If you guys want a more in-depth video on my classroom rules and logical consequences and all that, definitely let me know down below. I would be happy to do that, and kind of what I do for some behavioral issues in the classroom. Again, my way, obviously I've only been teaching for a year, so my way is definitely not the only way or the right way, or I'm not saying it is, but I did find this helped a lot last year. So if you want to see a video on that, definitely let me know down below. So then after the class rules, we talk about staying connected. This is where I introduce Class Dojo and how Dojo points are gonna work. And then I have another slide for questions. But right in here is, I'm gonna just duplicate the page. This is where I wanna add in about getting involved. I think I'm gonna put it, so that's just what that looks like. I list the ways they can get involved, and then if they have any questions on that, or if they want to, they can just go ahead and shoot me an email and I will, you know, say that in my slides. And then I'm gonna just duplicate one more time, and we are gonna talk about birthdays in the classroom. And I'm gonna include information on like weekend birthdays, birthdays over break, all that stuff. So I like to keep my slides pretty simple, but I am just gonna add a little like birthday cake. And I do this by just going over and looking at the elements, and then I type in what I want. If you see any of the ones with the crown, those ones are part of the pro, but they have tons of stuff in here that's also free. So I'm gonna use this little one and just shrink it down and put it right there. Maybe I'll move. There we go. All right, so that is what that looks like. And then again, we'll just still leave time for questions at the end. So that's all I wanted to add for our curriculum night slides. Like I said, most of it I had from last year, but really quick, I wanted to show you the cute our cute classroom rules signs. This is a template I found and just edited myself on Canva, but I wanted to show you them real quick, and then we will go ahead and make our morning slides. So this is just what they'll see, and I'm not going to go over all the rules every single day. I will be making a video of planning the first week of school, so stay tuned for that if you want to know how I'm going to be breaking these up. But first I just say, welcome, we have an exciting year ahead of us, and then we talk about our classroom rules. So these are the big 5. Show respect, give your best effort. I always tell my students, you don't have to know everything. I don't want you to know everything, but I do want you to try. Bring your best attitude, have self-control. And this is also when throughout the week, we'll go back to this rule and start talking about the calm down corner, and be ready to learn. I want them to walk in every day being ready to learn and excited to learn. So after that, we talk about our bathroom rules, and our bathroom rules are the same for in class and when we go to lunch. So 1 person at a time, unless I give special permission, because they are young, so sometimes there are emergencies. You have to ask before you go, or if we're learning, you have to use the hand signal. We have cups that we use, so they place it on their desk or where they're sitting at lunch, and then they return it to its spot when it's back, and then they have to wait for a teacher to tell them they can go, because of course I need to know where you are. And go to the bathroom, wash your hands, and come back right away. No playing. I do really like to go over the bathroom procedure, because at our school in kindergarten, there is still a bathroom in their classroom. So they're not leaving the classroom to go to the bathroom until they get to me in first grade. So we definitely want to go over that a ton. Next, we're going to talk about all the hand signals, and these are the same ones that are on the board. Sorry about that. So I just tell them what it means, how they have to wait, and then where the tissues are going to be. I'm putting the tissues all in the back of the room this year, so it's less of a distraction for students who do get up, blow their nose. That way they're not distracting their peers. And then carpet rules, I will need to adjust this. For some reason the spacing's off, but we talk about it. If an adult is talking, you're not talking, mind your own space. And then we go over the 3 different seating options. We have pretzel, mermaid, and mountain. We're then going to talk about center rules. Well, we're not going to talk about all this at once, but another rules that I'm going to go over is center rules, how we do centers, what whole group time is going to look like, whole body listening, and then I have our lineup and hallway rules and our little chant that we do. I actually got this from my cooperating teacher for student teaching. She would say, "We are standing straight and tall," and then the students respond back with, "We are ready for the hall." So I love it. I used it last year. So we talk about, are these students ready for the hall? They are not. They're giggling, laughing, talking, not keeping their hands to themselves. And we'll have a conversation about that. We'll get up and model what in the hallway is going to look like. I definitely think practice, especially for those younger kiddos. So we're going to do that. We'll practice walking down the hallway and walking back. So then once we unlock the library, which again, I will go more in depth on all of this in my prep for the first week of school, but on Thursday of the first week, we're going to unlock the library by first reading a book called What Kind of Reader Am I? Go over the library rules, and then we can open up the library. Recess rules, very important. These we definitely go over on the first day of school. And then we also, I think it's important to talk about how sometimes we make mistakes. So I give the 4 ways we can fix it. We talk about good choices and bad choices. And then I show them this slide. Again, I work at a private school, so not everyone will need a slide like this. And then we will talk about the calm down corner during the first week, when we should go to the calm down corner, when we should not go, talk about our lunchroom rules, and that is it. So those are all of the classroom rules that I go over, and I split it up throughout the week, so we're not going over them all on the first day. Like I said, stay tuned for that video. But what I want to do now is make our supply drop-off slide. So I'll display this on the board so parents and students know what they need to keep in their desk, what needs to go in a bin, and what goes in their locker. And then I want to make our little morning slide for when the kids come in the morning. Now, last year I had a whole set of slides for morning meeting, but unfortunately this year I just will not be able to squeeze in morning meetings. So I want to have at least one thing up so they know, like, put your folder at your desk, change your shoes for PE and get in line, and it says good morning. But I won't be able to do a full morning meeting on the carpet like I did last year just because we have to go right to PE. So let's go ahead and do our supply drop-off slides first, and then we'll get into the morning slide. So this is what our supply drop-off looks like, and I'll make it a little bigger for you guys to see. So this year I am doing chair covers. So in their chair cover, they have to have their red folder. And then I tell them what needs to go in their pencil box. So 1 pack of markers, scissors, labeled with the student names, and I'll put Sharpies on our back table. They need to have 5 pencils and a glue stick. And then they can put the pencil box in their chair cover. And Velcro to their desk is going to be a crayon box with their student's number on it because we always need a crayon. So I just want that easy access on their desk. And then I have their red, blue, and green notebooks going on the counter labeled. Any extra supplies like their paints, paint shirts are all in the student's locker. I have a bin for pencils, and then I'm gonna need to adjust that, but it just says that it can go on the back table. So clipboards and all that other stuff, expo markers, there's gonna be bins out for them. I will film setting up for back to school night and all of that, so do not worry. I will show you how I plan to set all of this up, but I like to just keep the slide on the board because parents kind of come in and out, so that way they know exactly what needs to be left in their student's desk or locker. And then I like to go around to all the desks and kind of just introduce myself to the students and parents again and just chat with everyone. So the last thing we're gonna do now is make our morning slide. And I'm actually going to look for a template on Canva just because that saves me time, and there's so many cute ones on there that I like using. And then we'll just fill it in with our information. So when I wanna find something, I will just go up to the search. Well, actually, let me go home first. And then I'll look up morning slides. And once it loads. And then you can see Canva has a ton of templates that are just so cute. Now I would do something like this last year, go over our daily agenda, but I think for this year, since I can't do a morning meeting, I wanna do something more like this. So let's actually click this one, and then we can edit it to be what we want it to be, to kind of match. Oh, but that's really cute. I don't know, do I want it to match the theme, or I could also do something more simple. I think simple is better. Let's go with simple. Just kidding, it didn't click. Yeah, I like this. So let's go ahead and edit this. I will speed you guys up and then talk about it. So this is what our boarding slides are gonna look like. At the bottom, I just kept the little like highlighter scratch. There's no schedule changes, and I can always go and edit it if we have like a mystery reader or when we have Spanish or art. And then I did a cute little sticky note with the date, and then I made our little to-do list, like place your folder on your desk, sign in, grab your water bottle, change shoes, and get in line for PE. And then I went ahead and made a separate one. This is for Wednesdays when our schedule is different because we have chapel and Christian character and stuff like that. I think this is super cute. I might move the sticky note over so it's centered, but then it feels too busy with that. So what I'm actually gonna do is group all of this together, and then, oh, I forgot to include the text. There we go. I think that looks a lot better. And then let's go ahead and do it again on the other slide. Move it over. Oops. All right, there we go. So those are all the slides and stuff I am creating for this year. Like I said, I just wanted to show you guys kind of what I'm doing for that. If you have any questions about my back to school night slides, supply drop off, or morning slides, definitely let me know down below and I can try to answer those for you. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Definitely don't forget to subscribe so you see the last part of classroom setup. Back to school night, we've got a ton of fun stuff coming up now that we're getting closer to the school year. Let me know down below what kind of back to school videos you want to see, and I will see you guys in my next video.